Have you ever met someone born on March 5th and just thought, wow, what's their secret? They've got this incredible energy, right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the cosmic and numerological forces that create the adventurous visionary. Let's get into it. So here's our game plan. We'll start with who they are at their core. Then we'll dive into their cosmic blueprint. What makes them tick. We'll look at their biggest strengths and challenges, see how they show up in love and work, and then wrap it all up with some tools for living that March 5th life to the absolute fullest. All right, first things first, let's get to know the person at the center of it all, the one and only adventurous visionary. I mean, really think about that for a second. This is the whole key to understanding them. What do you get when you take someone with this deep, intuitive soul and you mix it with the relentless, can't-sit-still spirit of an explorer? Well, you get this. You get this amazing combination. These are the people who are always asking, what's next? The ones who can paint a picture with their words. They're not just dreamers, they're energetic dreamers, the kind who actually chase after their visions. It's just a really dynamic, quick-witted kind of energy. Okay, so let's become detectives for a minute and look at the evidence. Where does this unique personality actually come from? It's all in their cosmic DNA, a blend of their zodiac sign, their ruling planet, and the numerology of the day they were born. So foundationally, they're Pisces. And we know Pisces, right? Deeply intuitive, imaginative, emotionally rich. But a March 5th Pisces, they're a little different. They've got an extra spark of curiosity and energy that makes them a very lively version of this water sign. And then you add in their ruling planet, Neptune. This is the planet of dreams, of art, of all things mystical and imaginative. This is where they get that visionary quality, that ability to see things that aren't there yet. But here's the kicker. This is the ingredient that changes everything. Their birth number is 5, and the number 5 is pure, unadulterated energy. It's all about freedom, adventure, change, and connecting with people. It adds this whole other layer of let's go to the dreamy Pisces nature. So when you put it all together, it's not just a simple equation. It's more like a fusion. Think of the deep, intuitive currents of the Piscean Ocean suddenly getting hit with a jolt of lightning from the number 5. That's how you get the adventurous visionary, someone who has the soul of an artist, but the spirit of a world traveler. They dream big, but they absolutely have to go out and see what those dreams look like in the real world. So how does this all play out day to day? Well, for the March 5th person, their greatest gifts and their biggest struggles are basically two sides of the same coin. It's a constant balancing act. And you can see it right here. That amazing creativity, it comes from an energy that can easily tip over into impatience. They're incredible communicators, which is exactly why they can't stand doing the same thing every single day. Their adaptability is a true superpower, but it's directly connected to that impulsive streak. To really get them, you have to get this duality. So, what about love? How does someone this dynamic handle relationships and connection? Well, as you can probably guess, their heart is just as adventurous as the rest of them. As a partner, they are a blast. So much fun. They're playful, they're romantic, and they'll actually talk about their feelings. They won't just listen to your dreams, they'll probably want to help you pack a bag and go chase them. They bring a ton of excitement to the table. But, and there's always a but, that inner explorer needs space to roam. The biggest fear for them is feeling trapped or restricted. Routine can feel like a prison, and if they're not feeling mentally and emotionally engaged, they might get a little restless. The perfect relationship for them is this beautiful blend of deep connection and total freedom. And that need for freedom, oh yeah, it absolutely carries over into their career. It's probably no surprise that a standard 9-to-5 desk job is, well, it's not going to cut it. They need room to create, to connect, and to explore. This pretty much says it all, doesn't it? Variety, creativity, and communication. Those are the big 3. Any job that's too repetitive or has too many rigid rules is just going to drain their battery faster than you can believe. So what does that look like in the real world? Well, think about jobs where they can tell stories, invent things, or connect with people. It makes so much sense when you think of someone like Eva Mendes, who was born on this day. She's not just an actor, she's a successful designer and entrepreneur. Roles like these, writer, marketer, startup founder, they're a perfect match. And when it comes to their finances, you guessed it, it's that same duality. They are brilliant at coming up with entrepreneurial ideas to make money, but they can also be pretty impulsive with their spending, often choosing an amazing new experience over stashing cash away. For them, a little bit of discipline is what turns those brilliant ideas into real financial security. All right, let's bring it all home. What's in the toolkit? How can someone born on March 5th really harness all this amazing energy and create a life of success and happiness? Okay, so here we have some of the symbols and elements that vibe with their energy. Now, don't think of these as magic spells. Think of them more like focusing tools, little reminders of their core nature. Colors like turquoise or the image of a dolphin, which represents intelligence and playfulness, are perfect for keeping them aligned with their best self. Ultimately, mindset is everything, and affirmations like these are so powerful for reinforcing their natural gifts. When they say things like, "I embrace change with confidence," or "I am free to explore life's possibilities," they're actively pushing back against that fear of being tied down and leaning right into their adventurous spirit. And really, that's what it all comes down to. The whole essence of being born on March 5th is this incredible dance between dreaming and doing. So the question for them, and really for anyone inspired by this energy, is a simple one. How will you say yes to change and go explore all the amazing possibilities that life is offering you?